Hi, hello and welcome back to another video. And this time I decided to do a little desk tour because I was asked quite a while ago to do a little desk tour, but I was never really happy with this space. I always wanted to adjust something. I felt like it was not ready, and in my recent vlog you saw me assemble this little area over here where I can finally put my art supplies. So I think for now it's kind of complete. I'm kind of happy with it, and I also think I'm gonna be moving soon. Not so soon, but probably maybe because I'm graduating soon. So before all of this is gone, I'm just gonna show you around a little bit so I can maybe inspire you a little bit to decorate your space a little different, or like can show you a few things about how I use this small space that I have to have such a huge area just for my art, and that I actually feel cozy and comfortable in to work in. So first of all, to explain a little bit of the situation here, I'm still living in a student dorm. I'm currently a master's student, and I thought it would be the best if I would just rent out one of the apartments in the student dorm. It's not very big. The kitchen's over there. You're standing on my bed and my desk is here, so you're probably gonna see like 80% of my room where I'm just showing you my desk side. It's not very big. I think a lot of people, when I uploaded my reels on Instagram, thought that I have a really huge space. It's not, it's really just one room. So I just prioritize this space a lot because this is where I spend 90% of my days. So over the time that I've been living here, I've just kept decorating, kept adding on, and kept trying to make it as cozy and as comfortable as possible. Yeah, let's show you around, and maybe you can grab some inspiration. Maybe something sparks your interest and actually like shows you how to put this much stuff into such a small space. Okay, let me give you a quick overlook over my desk first. Let me put that away because I have no space. So this is where I'm working usually. It's a lot of flowers. I love flowers. A lot of people know that about me. So I put that plant there. I put a lot of inspiration pictures there. It's much less by now. They fell off because of the plant. I'm gonna show you a closer look in a minute. Most of this space is actually just because of the plants. So if you actually want to fill out your space, just buy plants. Even if it's fake plants, it's gonna look so much better. Because this space, if you look at my old like moving vlog, was so empty. So just having the flowers here, like all over there, there and there, does so much. If I take them away, it's empty. And also what I think always makes it look really good, I don't know if that's your aesthetic, I really like doing that. I don't know if I would do it in a new flat or if I've already seen enough of it, but what I like to do is put like inspiration up. I have a lot of postcards, I have a lot of things I got on conventions from artists, and I usually always put that up just in this kind of like wallpaper-esque look. Like I said, a lot of things were already thrown down by the plant. So yeah, but I think these are the main things that make this space. Other than that, again, plants, a lot of art supplies that I personally don't even use that much. My bed is here, by the way. I'm gonna show you that. My bed is right here, so there's not much space, but it's enough. I just really wanted to have this big space, so that's just what I'm working with, and I don't really mind it, to be honest. So I'm gonna show you a close-up of like the different corners now. But yeah, that's the general. If I have some tips, plants, lots of artworks, lots of inspirations. I also put my own drawings on my walls. There's nothing wrong with that. Put your own drawings on your wall. It's gonna motivate you. It motivates me. So yeah, don't feel ashamed of that. I know some people do feel ashamed of that. Don't. it makes your space so much better. Also, this is a drawing by me. This is my drawing. It's hanging there. Let it hang there. I did it. I put work into it. Anyway, see you on my desk. So this is the first corner of my desk. I'm gonna show this first because I think it's the smallest amount of things on here, even though it looks so full. It's just like my calendar, my current sketchbook, some pens that I use mostly, like line art pens, some markers, and you know, pencil sharpeners, all this stuff that I need anyway. My iPad, my notebook, why did I forget that word? And back here there are Copic markers. I know some people will scream that they're stored like this. I've stored them like this for probably like 10 years now. They're fine, I can still use them. They're good. They're working. That's all that matters. This is a calendar from 2022. No, 2020. Actually, so it's really old. I've not been doing it this month, but I've been trying to track how much I'm drawing. That's a very good thing to do. If you try to make a habit out of something, track it like that. It's really fun to fill out those little circles, but I've not been doing it. I've been neglecting it. But anyway, so this is more like the planning stuff or the everyday use stuff. I have candles, I have like scent stuff. I don't know how it's called in English. It's like Räucherwerk in German, so there you go. My printer that I traded with my dad. I had a different printer. He doesn't use his that much, so he said I can have this one because it's a little bit better. I have not tried it too much yet, but I would love to do some prints with it. So yeah, that's been sitting here. This one, very necessary. Headphones from where I'm working. This plant is suffering a little bit. It's been very warm lately, so she's not doing very well. She usually has, like, she looks fuller, but I hope when it's getting colder she's gonna come back again. And yeah, this is the wall with all the postcards. So yeah, I have a lot of Kurzgesagt postcards and things I collected from museums, or like I said, from artists' fairs. This one was drawn for me at my internship, which I'm very happy. This shows, like, if you gift me something, I will keep it forever. There's like no way I would ever throw that away. This was drawn for me and I love it. Thank you. So it's hanging here. And I'm glad that it's still okay, because like all these drawings that were here were just thrown down by the plant. And you can see here with this one that didn't fall down, that it's kind of like ripped apart, because obviously this plant is getting a little bit wet, and that's why I didn't re-hang all of those. This I made myself, just like with a board like this, and just putting nails in that. I think I also did that in a vlog. Up there is my Spider-Verse art book, which is a little sad that it's getting like hidden like behind this plant. I think I have to readjust that a little bit because I have another one of these here, so I might just like put this there and put these away. So yeah, photo cards, like any K-pop fan has. It's just there to fill the space. I usually don't care much about photo cards, but there they are. So yeah. So coming over to this side, this is obviously where I spent most of my time. So it's just this, which I stain a lot. I always have to, like you can see, because of the tea, it's always like, I always have tea ready. There's no way I'm not having tea on my desk. So I don't know what to say about the screen. It's an amazing screen, I love it. I'm working really well with it. Just my computer stuff, then my pens I use most often. Obviously pencil case, supplements, a tarot card I pulled lately that is keeping me sane lately. That's why it's laying there, and my Nintendo Switch if I'm having a bad day. I've not been using it a lot lately. It's really sad. It's just staring at me. But yeah, I've been kind of busy. And walking over here is just like art supplies I don't really use anymore, but that look good in this space. I got this one, I think, from IKEA. So this is always good to like store your art supplies very well. Then I have some magazines, some art books that I can actually really recommend. I really like this one. It has amazing artists in it. And yeah, I always change the flowers so they're fresh. So I have something to smile at in the morning because I love flowers. And yeah, here's a picture of me with my dog who sadly passed away this year. So I'm just keeping this framed on my desk because, you know, feelings. Other than that, gratitude journal, my glasses that I rarely use, and hair tie, very necessary. Graphic tablet that I haven't used much yet because I'm still intimidated by it. I don't know, it scares me. I usually draw with my iPad, so it's still like I still need to get used to it again. Tarot deck because I'm me. This is what I'm recording with, the like microphone. That sounds so much better than my camera, so I'm sorry for the quality right now. But yeah, just like some cute little plushies that I always also hang. I have them always over my space. If you recognize that, I love you. And I knocked that over. But yeah, that's basically that. And more stuff there. If you wonder why there's a toothbrush, because everyone who comes to my space wonders why there's a toothbrush. This is just for like sprinkles. When I do like watercolor art and want to add like some funny little sprinkles. Toothbrush works amazingly, but a lot of people are wondering why I have a toothbrush on my desk. So that's basically it. This, by the way, this does obviously not belong here. It's just so, it's quite dark, so this is just standing here to lighten up my desk a little better. He's doing a good job, but like just imagine he's not there. Okay, so now moving on to this area. I'm just gonna lay down. So this area I think you saw already in one of my vlogs. It's this one. I always thought I would never get it because I thought it's fine, I don't need it. I always saw all the other artists have it. Now I have it too. It's great, I love it. Like, I wouldn't be able to remember all the art supplies that I have if it wasn't for that. So I'm drawing much more now actually, which is kind of interesting. Just to sum up this area a little bit, I'm gonna do a little close-up in a second, but I have my ukulele here. I've been trying to play a little bit, so this is a new hobby. Then another hobby I picked up last year is crocheting, and I have so much wool now. I don't crochet that much, but I have it because there was a closing sale happening and there was so much wool and I just couldn't resist, so I got all of this and I have more here. So this is just all wool. Up here we have gouache, is that how I pronounce it? Gouache colors, acrylic colors, and something else that I forgot. I should name these, but it says it on the colors, so I just put them in here. I don't know if this is a good way to store them because it's kind of hard to see what colors I have, so I might have to like readjust that. More art supplies in here. I don't have that many. I noticed it looked like it's more when they were still in the shelf and I couldn't actually organize them, but having them here actually makes me realize that I don't have that many, which is good because I can use them all before I buy more. Up here, planned, and a lot of markers, a lot of highlighters, just because I use them a lot really, especially in my sketchbook drawings. And up there we have colored pencils that I use more often now that they actually are visible to me. So this is a good tip if you want to use something more, just put it in your vision field somewhere. Then my journal books, what I'm currently crocheting, and just current sketchbooks that I haven't finished yet, and all of that. So yeah, this is this part of the space. This is the main art space, I would say. This is where I have my creative stuff. Let's move on to the shelf so I can show you that, show you the art books I have, which is always a good purchase in my opinion, and show you how it's almost falling apart. So yeah, see you out there. Okay, so this part is one of my favorite parts. It's my bookshelf. And I have kind of like assembled these things to make sense, because as you can see here, I have all my sketchbooks here. These are used and these are not used and not even started. So they're just chilling like right next to my desk. So I always see them. So I actually get reminded that I should draw something, because I have way too many sketchbooks. Down there you can see my study books, so more like languages, all that. There's a lot of Korean books in there, which I haven't touched in a while, which I should. This is the shelf where I have just papers, just like notebooks, all that I didn't use. It's kind of hidden because it looks kind of ugly. Then up here, there's like just manga that I sometimes read. I read much less manga than I used to, which makes me very sad. They're mainly like I started buying new ones again because of inspiration, and now I started reading them again. I mainly read horror manga. Cannot pronounce that word, but yeah, that's my obsession. So this is that. And usually I would put my art books there, but they're here because they're kind of big, and that's kind of the only place where I can store them. So they're over here. I would love to have them over here. They're here though. Up there you can see just like some memories from Korea. And yeah, on this side, art books, like I mentioned, I have a lot. I buy a lot of, like, when I visit a museum, I like to buy a book there, and if they're not too expensive, because museum books are always so expensive, but I like to buy those. I like to buy things from my favorite movies, like the Ghibli movies, also from artists that I like and that inspired me, obviously, and also like books with like compilations of different artists, so I can get some inspiration when I need it on what to draw if I'm really lost and don't know what to draw. So this is that, and everything else is kind of not that important. Usual books that I've read and that I will read still, I have no space left here anymore. And also I already had to put some art books and some study books up here, because this shelf seems to be almost falling apart. It's like really bended here, and I'm really afraid. I don't want to put anything else on there anymore, because I'm just really scared that this will just fall and crash. So there's a lot of books I like to read, and up there are my K-pop albums, which are a lot less than I used to have. I really cleared that out, and it's much less, but I like to use them as art books too. So that's the main thing I look at when I buy K-pop albums now. It's just the photo book, and if I can use it for inspiration, like colors and all that, then I'm willing to purchase. Sometimes I'm still like making a guilty pleasure purchase, but in general it's like the art book thing. So actually I want to show you one. I don't know much about the band, but I still bought that album because I thought it was really cool. So it's the 101 album, and I think this is a great inspiration. It's like, as you can see, it's like artworks. It's like artworks. I have not listened to the album. I am so sorry for 101 fans, but I just bought this because it amazed me at how cool this is, because there are kind of character designs and sketches of the different members and, like, you know, abilities and all that, and I just think this is so cool and I love it. and inspires me a lot, so that's why I have it. I love it. Anyway, this is why I have these. So sometimes they also fall under the art book category. I really like them. So yeah, this is that. So yeah, that's basically the desk and my work area and everything that belongs to it, basically. So you now saw like 80% of my room. I don't have more. I have my bed, which I said you're standing on right now, and I have the kitchen over there, which is not very exciting. So that's basically it. I really like this desk, and I'm kind of sad to lose it once I have to move, but maybe I will like the next one more. But I don't know that yet. It's so long in the future still, so I don't know, but let's see. I hope this video gave you maybe some kind of inspiration, some kind of motivation. Maybe you rework your desk a little bit, maybe you found some things interesting that you could incorporate too. That would make me very happy. I hope this video did something for you, and I will see you hopefully in the next video. So yeah, I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope you're drinking your water. It's still very, very warm, at least right now when I'm recording this. So drink your water, take care of yourself, and don't overwork yourself. We talked about that. Don't do it. It's not worth it. So yeah, I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you in the next video, hopefully. So bye bye.